There we go. Athena, you always messing with me, call me Dan, or do you really believe I'm Dan right now? We go through this every morning. All right. So it's all good. All right. So let's make sure we got this right here, guys. So you guys on Zoom, I'll ask you again because it seems like I'm the one that only gets technical issues. All right, cool. So you can hear me on Zoom. Can't see me. Yeah. All right, cool. You can't see me, Creed. You should be able to see me because my camera I don't think is on. If you're getting hosts in another meeting, log out and log back. Just Shockwave, just log back out and go back in. All right, cool. Alrighty. That really put me in a bad mood. All right, guys. So let me just do this and get going here. Creed, you should put a meme up. Make me laugh a little bit. Put me in a better mood. All right, so let's take a look here, and you guys will see with futures, pretty much in this kind of this bear pennant pattern. That ain't looking so hot right now. You guys can see kind of a bear pennant here, so we'll see if it can get above and continue up, or see if it's going to fall out of that pennant. It's not looking so hot right now, so we shall see what happens. Let's take a look at trade ideas. We have ears on the screen right now. And ears is up to just below 150 pre-market. Just refresh your screen, Hayden. It should, let me just see here. The Zoom one should be fine, but let me see. Let me see here, guys. Hold on. Maybe I didn't put the new one in on Zoom. That's probably why. No, it should still have the one, and it should have the correct one on the page right now. So ears, you guys will see if it's up pre-market right here, right below 150. See if it can go and break out above 150. Again, just be careful right now. We got to watch futures today. It's kind of trading sideways. There is kind of an inverse head and shoulders-ish, so we'll see if it can break out and go red to green. If it can get above 150, be careful right around that 200 SMA as well, right around that that 163-ish area right here. And obviously $1 probably be some support as well, right down in here, and down up in this area here. So ears we'll keep an eye on. What else we got? Let's do this. Next up, actually, let me look at ACRX. ACRX kind of has a head and shoulders pattern going on in the pre-market right here. One up to 557. Got some support right around this 470 range back over in here. So it had kind of a couple big cup and handles over in here. You can see right up over here. So it's right at the base of a head and shoulders right now. So it's up pre-market. See if this one can get back above the moving average lines. Let me see right here. Got some news. So we're going to keep an eye on ACRX. I don't like it at the moment. But if it can get above that 470s area and can continue up, I'd also be careful of that $5 right up in here as well. So you can see it's at the base of this head and shoulders, needs to get above that left shoulder. So as you guys can see, these resistance areas over here translate into the pattern over here, right? So you can see that $5 marker is pretty much that left shoulder over in here. And this 470 area is kind of the base of this gap. So you can see this gap right over in here. It's translating right over into over here. So I'm going to keep an eye on ACRX. Let's see what else we got. SLS. So SLS kind of has a symmetrical triangle pre-market, a little bit of volume, needs to get above, you can see right up in this area here. See if it can get above 155 and then also that 170s area. And you can see there is a gap between that 207 to 221 area. So I might keep an eye on SLS as well. So right now, I think I'm going to keep an eye on ears. And let me look at these other ones over here. Let's see if ACBFF, that's a pot stock. Let me look at, I might keep an eye on that one right here, because that one might be setting up for an ascending triangle breakout right now. You can see right in here. And yeah, so I'm going to keep an eye on, I think, ACBFF and ears for right now. And then we'll keep an eye on trade ideas as well. Creed, there you go. Like it. So put ears over here. Want to see if ears will continue and get above that 150 marker. And ACBFF, that's a Canadian pot. Right here, it kind of has a flat top building pre-market. So keep an eye on this one right here. You can see an ascending triangle flat top pre-market. So really going to keep an eye on this pattern for ACBFF right now. And you can see ACBFF and ears were both on our watch list. And for those of you guys that aren't members yet, you can join over here at bullishbears.com. You can subscribe over here. You'll see we do all of our chatting in our chat room over in here. So I have, if you're watching on YouTube, I have the chat off because we're doing it all in our chat rooms. So sorry for the later start again, guys. It seems like whenever I do a stream, when I do one little minor change, something happens with audio or technical, because that's just the way it is. And maybe that's to put me in a bad mood so Creed can put out some funny memes and make me laugh. So, all right, guys. So let's see what happens here. Market's about to open. Right here, keep an eye on ACBFF. Now also needs to get above 11 bucks as well. And here we go. Keeping an eye too on ACRX. It looks like it's holding the neckline area right now. I might pull over to that one if it can hold. Going to give it a few minutes to shake out. And obviously be careful with these guys. When you, if you're new to trading, you got to let the market open and choose a direction for a few minutes. You'll see crazy volatility off the bat many times when these stocks open. So you got to let these patterns form. And as you can see right over in here now, with ears, you have that head, left shoulder, now kind of a right shoulder. So you have kind of a head and shoulders pattern here. And actually, I might look over at ACRX. Well, actually, hold on. Oh, this one might be recovering with ears. Keep an eye on it right here. See if you can get above that 145 and hold. See that right below it. So they kind of have a good clear head and shoulders. Right over here in ACBFF. See if you can hold above VWAP and that 9 EMA and possibly be a setup to go and break out and get above $11. Let's look at the 5 minute. And it's a crazy looking, right now, a doji looking candle. So we're going to watch and see what happens with that one. And yeah, see, did gap up this morning. So we just got to be careful. Just got to watch, like with everything, guys, got to watch the patterns. You can see right here, ears is dumping right here. Clear head and shoulders, head, left shoulder, rejection at the right shoulder, boom, smack back down. See if it can hold support. And it's ugly this morning, guys. ACBFF, this one's struggling at the moment as well. But see if it can hold this 9 EMA. If it can hold, keep an eye on it. Possibly if it can get above VWAP and continue. Right now it's showing a little bit of struggling at the moment. Even trade ideas, nothing's really hitting trade ideas right now. Bob says, Lucian, do you think you can incorporate more examples in your chart as it relates to day trading and looking at the 1 and 5 minute chart as to the daily chart? Have you taken our day trading course at all, Bob, on our website? I try to show you guys, keep an eye right here on ACBFF. If you haven't taken our day trading course, make sure you take it because we go over that in our course. When I split the screens like this, I'm trying to show you guys a couple stocks at a time, and you'll see I will actually go between the 1, the 5, and the daily throughout, but right at the open, I'm trying to, like I showed you guys, the support and resistance levels, I'm trying to give you guys a couple things to look at right at the open. So you'll see as things start to move or the patterns move, I'll switch to a 5 minute look at the chart. So I'll be, showing you guys obviously more that I do that all the time during the day for you guys, but I'm trying to show you guys a couple at a time at the open, and then as things start to progress, then I kind of move my chart to 1 and show you guys the patterns. But I encourage you, for anybody listening, careful right here, watch right here with ACBFF, see if it can break above that 1095 area. You can draw your trend lines right up, trend line, kind of right here. So I actually don't even really need to draw my trend line. I can use that 9 EMA, that blue line right here, as my guide. So right now it's starting to get above high a day. So now you can kind of use this 9 EMA as your guide right here at the moment. And needs to get above $11. Let me look at the hourly. Yeah, so got to get above 11 bucks. And you can see some resistance right around that 11.20 area. So that $11, very, very important resistance level. If it can get above 11 and hold, watch out for that 11.20-ish area. Ears is looking shaky right now. And let me see here. Ears might be holding. Let me see. Right over in, I'm looking at the 5 minute chart. Crazy looking candles right over in here, but you can see a head, left shoulder, right shoulder. But it might be forming a cup and handle as well. So watch this area right in here. Kind of a weird looking handle, but you can see kind of a cup, kind of a crazy looking handle, but you can see head, left shoulder, head and shoulders. Needs to get above that 145 area and then 150. Careful of possible tweezer tops forming on ACBFF. On 1 minute, see if it can get above. It needs to hold 11. And you guys see it's kind of, see the trend lines here? It's smacking 1, 2, 3 times here. You want keep an eye on these potential crossover. The moving average lines are pinching right now, but you can see it's rejecting right off of angular resistance. And ACBFF right at that $11 marker right now needs to get above and continue up. Now it's struggling right here. It kind of has a doji looking candle here. So we'll see if this will hold. If it does, again, if you just kind of drew your trend line like this, you can see it's kind of riding that 90 in May and the 13. So when something like this happens, sometimes I don't even necessarily draw my trend lines because I can use the moving average lines as my guide. But be careful with this one right here. It also has kind of right here, if you do careful, it kind of has a it's rejecting off the top of that channel right now. So again, that $11 area, very careful. Be careful of that doji or spinning top candle. I mean, ears is all over the place right now. Raf says, is it my computer or is Tio Thinkorswim slow once in a while? Yeah, sometimes they're kind of slow. Sometimes they go a little bit slower. Welcome to everybody joining on YouTube. If you guys hear me talking, we talk in our trade room over here. You can come and join us over at bullishbears.com. I didn't want you guys to think I'm talking to myself today, talking in our trade rooms. And you guys will see it's looking like a real nasty looking. If I pull up futures here, you'll see it's just nasty right now. Look at this nasty looking big green candle up and these nasty looking red candles down right below previous close over here. So you'll see it's nasty looking right now. And careful of ACBF, or keep an eye on ACBFF. See if it's going to hold this 9 EMA and can break out and get above $11 and start to break out of that channel. Let me pull up ears again. So see if it can hold. As you guys can see here when I draw my trend line, if I just show you guys this, I don't like to put a ton of lines on my chart. I'm not Dan. Too many lines bog me down. But as you can see, as I put it down right over here, it's kind of going right in this channel right now, riding that 9 EMA. So see if it can hold and give you a hammer above that 9 EMA and can get above and break out. You'll see ACBFF is a Canadian pot stock. Hold on 1 second. And I'm actually going to pull up ACRX. So keep an eye right here on ACBFF. You'll see a little bit of a doji, kind of a shaking out of a hammer right here. So we'll see if it can hold, but I'm looking at ACRX on my other screen. And you'll see right here, remember what I was showing you guys? Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Buyers came in right at the neckline, so now you have a clear cut head and shoulders, and it's rejecting right at that $5 marker. So keep an eye on this one. This may cup and handle and pull back and then get above $5, but you can see right at that $5 level right now. So definitely want to keep an eye on that right below and see if you can get above that left shoulder. And ACBFF is showing some weakness right now. It's struggling. Want to see it hold above this 9. You can see the moving average lines are trading sideways, but that $11 marker, very, very important resistance level. Oh, Creed, that's pretty cool, man. Creed says, so I just found out that if you're logged on to Thinkorswim on your laptop and your phone, if you click a ticker on your phone, it changes the chart on your laptop. Interesting. All right, keep an eye right here on ACBFF. It's holding this 9. See if you can get above 11 bucks. You want to see right here, needs to get above 11.03, and then this 11 to 10, 11.20 area is some resistance. So you guys can see it's kind of riding the moving average lines right now. So if this can get above 11, you could use $11 as a very solid stop level. Just be careful with these. This is, again, Canadian pot stocks. These pot stocks, they pump and then they dump. Not saying ACBFF won't be good long term. You can see it kind of has a almost a sideways inverse head and shoulders, kind of a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline area. If you can get above 11.20, you can see some resistance up around that 11.70s to 12.30s area. And there you go. So it's above 11 bucks now. Careful right up here around 11, between 11.10 and 11.20. So you guys can see again, just showing you guys a visual of that trend line right here. Kind of right in there, and that brings you right towards that 13 EMA. It's right at resistance. Be careful. And ACRX, you guys can see it's struggling right around that $5 marker. Right again at that right shoulder of that head and shoulders. Nasty or really huge looking head and shoulders right up here. Head, left shoulder, all the way across here. Right into the right shoulder at $5. So it needs to get above $5. Lots of resistance above, but if it can get above $5, that'll be a very important support level. And you can see right here, ACBFF is rejecting right at angular resistance right now, or it's smacking off of it. So again, very important support level at 11 bucks. If it can break out above that 11.10 area, next up will be 11.20. If it can clear 11.20, I'd keep an eye on probably around that 11.50-ish area. It's got room to run if it can get above that 11.20. And you can see right here, ACRX is rejecting. So I'm going to move ACBFF over here. We're going to look at that one a little bit further now. And Hayden says, thoughts on Pura, P-U-R-A. Let me take a look. That's a nice setup, flat top right here. That's this is a cheapo penny stock, huh? If it can get above that 17-cent marker, it's kind of building a flat top. It could also be a double top. It might be forming a cup and handle as well, potentially. And it's at all-time high, or highs on the daily. I mean, all-time highs is 19 cents, so be careful. You're at near all-time highs right now, so I'd be careful on that one. And so I'm just going to kind of just, again, show you guys a visual right here. Right here. So it's kind of got this kind of a rising wedge right below that 11.20. Watch out, 11.20 resistance area. And everything else right now on ears, not liking it. Watch out for 11.20. ACRX, let me pull that one back up again. Still struggling right below that $5 marker. Watch 11.20 if that'll hold on ACBFF. So for those of you guys who are watching right now, ACBFF, if you go over to our website, you will see right over here on our watch lists, you will see ACBFF was on our watch list for today. And you'll see our alert that we had for those that are members. Our ACBFF at or above 1052. And currently, it went out. Actually, watch out for tweezer top. Huh? Might be faking out. It's right here for those that don't. Someone's asking me how to access the screen sharing. There you go. So at or above 1052, guys. So, or wait, was that what it was? What did I have it at? Right here, at or above 1052, and it's gotten up to 1130. So, guys, that's a great move right off of our watch list right here, and it didn't even hit trade ideas yet. So that's a perfect example of why we use a combination of both trade ideas and our watch list. Our watch list fly, no worries. There we go. And so again, you'll see this one just totally broke out from 11 bucks up to, you know, you could have sold right up in this area, 11.30. That's a, you know, over 30 to 40 cent move right there. All off our watch list and didn't hit trade ideas once. So don't sleep on our watch list, guys. They really fire off. We have about at least a minimum of 80% success ratio each week, but we're typically hovering around the 90 cents range. Now keep an eye right here on ACRX still, kind of that head and shoulders area or formation, huge one, but might be forming a flat top here. So keep an eye on it, see if you can get above $5 and then get above that 502 area. Be careful with ACBFF because it's a little bit overextended. Hey, CG, if you could just post your question in the trade room, we'd appreciate it. I'll pull up Cron in a minute, Squishy. Remind me. I'm just keeping an eye right here, see if... it's kind of a weird looking pattern. It's kind of maybe building a flat top. We'll see, but it could also be head and shouldersing right here as well, so we'll see. Just be aware ACBFF is a bit overextended at the moment. So NBEV's moving up too. Yeah, it looks like these pot stocks are going again. Let me pull up the other ones. NBEV. Yeah, NBEV might be teasing. We're going to come back probably to ACRX. And you can see right here, I would put 1150 just because that $half amount, very, very important to get above 1150, and then obviously 1141. Just be very careful. It is kind of forming a flat top-ish right here. Just be careful though, because it is a bit overextended. This thing could easily dump, but it could easily pump up as well. I was going to look away from ACRX for a moment, but this might be holding here. Just looking to see if it's going to hold this 9 EMA. So you can see it might be building a flat top here. Again, needs to get above 5 and then that 504 area. If so, this thing might have a chance. Yeah, see, be careful right over in here. I'm going to pull up NBEV in a moment. See, this one's showing some weakness now in the moving average lines. Still keep an eye on this one right now. I have it. I'm looking at it peripherally on my other screens. And again, watch out for the pullback here on ACBFF. You want to see the 9 EMA catch up. You'll see, so for Bob that was asking earlier, on the 5-minute, this is where, again, when after it's moved for 20 minutes or so, I like to see these patterns, and at this point you'll see, you know, a huge green candle up here on the flag, another one right up here. Now it's got to contend with this wick over in here. So now watch for a possible pullback right here, see if it gives you a possible entry for a break above 1150, but if not, it's got to contend with this, and if it can't break this wick above over here, this is all resistance, so watch for possible reversal down. So NBEV is another pot stock. What a messy looking chart. So you can see this 650 area is very important resistance level. Kind of a weird looking cup and handle-ish. Kind of a, I don't even know what you want to call that pattern. Kind of a cup and handle breakout, and now it's really messy looking. Yeah, so you can see this is kind of a cup and handle on the daily, but it's a crazy looking one. And that's what happens with these pot stocks. They pump and then they dump. So you got to be very careful on getting your entries, and you got to trade these, you know, because you can see this thing's just been trading, you know, $1 to $2, and then boom, right up to $10. Suckers a lot of newbies in up at the top over here. They buy at the top, and then they dumps down. They start crying. Hey, why, you know, why? They say this, why all these chat rooms are telling me I should buy pot stocks, right? Canada pot stocks are going to the moon. And so they go and they buy right up here at $10, and then a day later, 2 days later, they're crashing down here and they're freaking out. Well, because you got to find support and resistance levels. You got to buy at support, sell at resistance. Don't buy just to buy, right? So you got to find these patterns. Very, very important. You can see, again, NBEV and ACBFF, both pot stocks, they are running, right? But you have to be very careful, again, because this could easily dump and it can easily pump. So you have to trade these and be very careful. I do like that I can see a pattern, a cup and handle, but it is very messy looking. So a chart like this is not going to really happen with something like Apple and Facebook and Google. The patterns are going to be more reliable. With the bigger companies, there's going to be a lot less pumping and dumping. When you see it like this, you're going to get more of a pump or a dump. Ears, yeah. Let me pull up ears again. I just don't like this pattern right now. It's got a kind of a channel. It's right here. So kind of ish in here. You guys can kind of see right here. So it's kind of trading in this channel. And it gets a little bit more difficult when you're trading something like this. It smacks around a lot more. Let me take a look at AMD. On what EMW, what time frame are you looking at? AMD is pretty messy on the 1 minute. Not sure I'm digging the pattern at the moment. On the 5? I don't know if I would. Are you looking at this area right? Oop. Not really a rising wedge. It's kind of bear flagging more at the moment, but kind of. I see what you're kind of saying. Ears. Let me pull up ears now. Man, ears is all over the place. So guys, as you can see right here, you'll see my chart looks like a bit crazy at the moment. So what I'll do is just reset. I'll clear my drawings. You can see I have a clear cut high of day now. That 155. You can see, you can kind of draw your trend line. So it gets a little bit messy in here. So sometimes it's hard to do it on a 5 minute. So I'll go to a 1 minute. And it's kind of like, sometimes it's not going to be perfect. You can kind of get an idea. You can kind of see looking right over in here. So this 155 area is a very important area. Watching, by the way, with ACBFF, it is pulling back. So at this point, I want to see, is this thing going to form a bull flag and hold? So you guys will see here, I'm going to do this. You can do it kind of like this or like this, right? It's not going to always be perfect. So I'm going to keep an eye on this right here. This thing's either going to dump, or maybe it gives you a little bit of an entry for a smaller bull flag to go and break out. The problem is just be very careful on that 1 minute because it is super overextended on the RSI. So we're going to watch this and see, will this 9 EMA catch up? Sometimes this is where it's very, very risky, right? If you're going to trade this thing might give you a chance and give a quick scalp up, but this thing can also pump or dump really quickly. So you got to be very careful. Yeah, keep an eye on ears. Struggling right here. See these areas right here, guys? This is resistance right all up in here. And you guys can see traders are just in, out, in, out, in, out, using hotkeys. And so you can see right here with ACBFF, watch if there's a little hammer candle in here. If so, again, just be very careful if you're trading this. Be careful of how far it is away from the moving average line. Sometimes you don't get that pattern. With these pump and dumps, many times they just pump right up really quickly and you don't even get a chance. So it's bouncing off that 5 SMA, that purple dot right here. See if it holds for a possible break above that 1140s, and then next up would be that 1150 area. Again, just be aware it's very overextended. I'm not seeing much of anything today, guys. This is a very... As you guys can tell, the market is all over the place. Let me see if I can pull up one of my scanners. And for those that are, you'll see I'm pulling up my scanners right over here. So I use the combination of our scanners here as well as our trade ideas ones. If you guys want access to our scanners, those who are yearly members, if you sign up over here, you'll see anybody that's a yearly member gets access to our members only videos. And if you see over in here, you will see all of our scanners, our trade idea scanners, our thinkorswim scanners, and a whole bunch of members only content. Look at, oh, that did NBEV just pump up? I may have just missed it. Let me see. All right, so actually NBEV kind of doing a similar thing for ACBFF. You guys see this? They're both running very similar. Keep an eye on this right here, both of them. Right here. So possible bull pennant. Needs to get above that 665. Again, be careful of how overextended it is. Right there, needs that 665 to hold. So you guys see them running together right now? Both ACBFF and NBEV running together. There you go. See that? Really quickly. Now watch out for a pullback right here. Boom, right back down. 664 will be support. Might give you another possible an entry, but keep an eye on it. Nice job, Zero. Creed is our funny person. Creed's awesome. He does memes every day. So, oh man, I'm going to miss out. You will not give in to FOMO or else. 10 o'clock funny meme, Cream. Nice job, Creed. Nice job, buddy. So watching right now, NBEV, see if it can hold the 660s area for a possible entry. It's a little bit, watch, see it's bouncing right there off that 5 SMA right now. So again, you can kind of draw and see. Possibly another flag, we'll see. See if you can hold that 660s area and go and break out. You'll see 675 needs to break above that area. And you can see on the daily, it's got some room. I'd say up right up to about that $7 marker. If it continues, right up to about $7. So keep an eye on NBEV. You can see that real quick. 670 right up, needs to get above. Man, my charts are going crazy right now. You guys see that? So there's that flag. There's your little 1 minute candle. Boom, breakout. Needs to hold that 675 area. And I'd be careful of $7 if it continues. Actually, let me go to a 1 minute on ACBFF and redo the charts. So ACBFF, kind of a flag here, a little bit wider on the pullback. And be careful of that shooting star-ish candle or inverted hammer. Now it gets a little bit tricky right here. So be careful of this pulling back at the moment. Same thing with ACBFF. Yeah, NBEV it's got resistance all right between the 680s to the $7. The thing with this one though, obviously you can see, guys, it just, you know, it'll pump and it'll dump, right? So this could easily break out or it could easily break down. It's a nasty looking, almost has a symmetrical triangle pattern, kinda ish on the daily. If you look and kind of draw your trend lines down a little bit, kind of a symmetrical triangle. And see that? That's what I was telling you. Watch out for that shooting star candle. Nasty looking candle. So for Bob that was asking earlier on the different chart time frames, again, so now it's after 10 o'clock. You'll see sometimes like when things get like this, it gets like, all right, so what am I looking at? I can just slow down and pull up a 5-minute chart and you'll see, okay, you know, is this going to be a flag? We'll see. But again, it's a bit overextended over here on a 5-minute. It's a little bit harder to look at. So, but you can slow it down, right? This thing had a big move up. Pulling back, see what it does. Right now it's looking a little bit shaky. And NBEV is dumping as well. Again, the shooting star was a huge warning candle. And keep an eye on NBEV. So I'm going to reset it. My drawing's over here. So it gets a little bit messy right here. So that's why I would kind of slow it down to a 5-minute, see what's going on. You can see the patterns are just all over the place. Again, pump and dumps. So at this point, you can see right up here, huge flag pull up, dark cloud cover with that red candlestick coming right back down. So now at this point, I want to see if it gives you a smaller 5-minute candle. Maybe it forms a flag. Again, these are very, you got to be careful. They just pump and they dump. Marina says, how can I make an alert on a trend or study? Just right click, create alert. And you can do add or above or add or below, and then just go up or down and then click create. Hayden, let me take a look. So ACBFF, I'm not liking it at the moment. It is dropping. So let me move NBEV over. And this one's still a little bit, this gets a little bit too hairy for me, guys, so I'm not sure I'm liking that one at the moment. Gonna pull up ears though. Ears might be moving up. So ears is kind of in this kind of rising wedge-ish channel. You can see it got rejected all right up here at angular resistance. And it's holding support. So again, this one's a little bit messy right now, but if it can hold, keep an eye, it might get another pop. And yeah, let me pull up Pura for you guys. Yep, Pura just broke an ascending triangle. Remember resistance at just about right around that 19 cents. So 19 cents resistance. Now you have support right around that 17 cents for Pura. For any of you guys watching, trade ideas super weak today, guys, because the market is all messy. Let me pull up Rave. It might be getting a tiny bit of volume. It's hitting trade ideas, but so Rave had a flat top breakout above 150 to that 160s area, but it's all choppy on the volume right now. So I tried to put the camera on for you guys earlier. I'm going to try this right now. For those of you guys watching on Zoom, let me just do a test right now because things are looking crappy and slowing down right now. So let me just do a test because when I started the camera, I was trying to put camera on Zoom today instead of YouTube for you guys. And then I got all that crazy background noise, which is super annoying. So I'm sorry for that. Let me see if I start the video. If I get background noise, I apologize to you guys. I want to try it now so I can see if I can get this fixed for you guys. So let's see if this works. And if not, I might have to restart Zoom for you guys. So I apologize. So here's my camera. Let me see. For those of you guys watching on, actually, let me move it over here. So you can see me, good sound. So what the hell happened earlier? I don't know what the heck happened earlier. Hey, this is kind of interesting. So it looks like when I put the camera on Zoom, oh, I can see me. So maybe I can hide it. What's interesting, I have myself down over here on Zoom, and I can actually see myself on YouTube at the same time. But actually, YouTube's got a... it's got our what you call it. Yeah, I might hide this from seeing it myself. Or let me see. Because I can see. I'm gonna have some fun, guys, because nothing's going on in the market right now. So now I'm gonna screw around like I usually do. Let me do this. I wonder if I could just let me put my up. Because we have our watermark on YouTube. So maybe I put myself up here because, let's see. For those on YouTube, hopefully you guys enjoy it. What's actually kind of cool is I just put the camera from Zoom on my screen, and now I can see myself on YouTube looking at myself. So now actually both you guys on what you call it? Can't talk. I'm fascinating seeing myself on YouTube while on Zoom. So maybe this will work. Hopefully this will work from now on, guys. So Neil Joe says, where do I get that hat? Well, good question. You can go to our website at bullishbears.com. We have a merch right here. We have a store right here. I'm throwing myself off today, guys. Now I'm looking at myself over here. This is all crazy. We'll see if I like this or not. We'll see. It's weird staring at yourself. All right. So NBEV might be moving up. Let's see. Honestly, Creed, these hoodies are awesome. I'm wearing actually my hoodie now. You can see it right here. Here is a Bullish Bears one. These ones are actually a little bit more expensive. On our store, I'll just show you guys because there's nothing to look at right now. If you go to our store, the ones right over here. So the hoodies for men's right here, they're all right. You know, they're good. They're your basic Hanes hoodie over here. But see, this is what's annoying. I can't go. My camera's in the way, so I can't. Son of a gun. I might see that this thing. So now I might have to move myself over here now. Ay. So now I can go back over here. But these ones right here. So these ones are more expensive right here. But I beat the heck out of them right here. The USA made hoodies. Definitely more expensive, but you can beat the heck out of them, and they're super soft, and I wear these things every single day. So if you want a cheaper Hanes one, they're fine. They feel like a typical Hanes, you know, basic chunky hoodie, but these are awesome. So there we, for crying out loud. You know, guys, I might have to hide myself. So now I'm going to go. All right. So actually, can you guys, I'm trying to figure out this stupid thumbnail thing here because I keep moving myself around. So I can, trying to make everybody happy so you guys can all see me or not see me, but what happens, as you guys can see, we'll do this one. When I put myself over on the browser, I got to keep moving myself. So I wonder if this one, maybe this will work. Maybe down here. I don't know. Ay. All right. Ari says, want to thank you for the recommendation to get special glasses. I had horrible headaches when I first started, and I could not figure out. Feeling great now. Awesome. Yeah, these glasses right here are computer glasses. These are Dan's that I stole from him. Actually, he left them at my house, and then I claimed them. And because I'm a YouTube sensation now, I have to wear orange instead of black, right? So if you're a YouTube sensation, you have to have a different color so you could put yourself out there more. Just kidding, guys. I'm not a YouTube sensation. And careful right here of a, watch right here, possible symmetrical triangle or pennant pattern. So keep an eye on NBEV. All hail. Is that Girly Lucian? Oh, Guru. Yes. I'm not a guru, though. Ken says, need to write a book on how to be a YouTube sensation. That's it, guys, right? To be a YouTube sensation, got to work out, Got to get abs. Got to eat, you know, very healthy. Lots of soy and tofu and green smoothies. Got to go tanning. Do lots of shopping. Got to have a Maserati. And go to Bali. All right? That's how to be a YouTube sensation. And on all of those lists, I don't think I do any of them. First you get the glasses, then you get the abs, then you get the Instagram models, then you get the power. Trade on the beach too, right? Ay, ay, ay. Shoot me, guys, if I ever get like that. I gave you permission to punch me. Speaking of which, how is my camera down there? Okay, that looks a little bit better. For those of you guys watching on Zoom, is my camera position all right? I'm trying to like compromise and make it better for everybody. Cool. Zoom looks good. Like it. Let me pull up ACBFF here. Can I talk with teeth grilled? Is it gritted or grilled? And an Argyle sweater tied around your shoulders? Oh man, I'll tell you guys. I did that Argyle sweater thing for like a hot minute, and oh hell no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm sorry for those of you guys that like Argyle sweaters. Not happening. I ain't doing it. No way. It has Creed, I should be in the lower left corner, buddy, not right corner. If you see it. I'm trying to get this all squared away so next time I start the dang Zoom, it won't give all that background noise. So hopefully it's good. I don't know how it's possible. That's weird. So keep an eye on ACBFF. That's bizarre, guys. Maybe you guys, maybe you guys, you can move me around. Okay, that's cool. All right, so you guys said it. Nice. So you guys can put me wherever you want on my screen. Ears, 5 minute. Let me see. Shock says, I'm going to put you right in the middle. Well, thank you. Guess you're not going to be trading. So ears is definitely looking shaky at the moment. So I'm going to change the trend line up over here. Probably just kind of do it like, might see if it can hold the base of this angular support. And right here with ACBFF, you can see it was a bit overextended. It's kind of pulling back. So this is where it gets a bit shaky, but again, these are these pot stocks. They pump and they dump. See if it bounces. You can see it's bouncing off that 9 EMA. We'll have to see what happens here on ACBFF. But again, once it gets very overextended like this, it has to pull back, you know? And that's when it either completely dumps or it holds the moving average lines. It might give you a possible entry. So we'll keep an eye on it. Someone was saying Cron earlier. I'm going to take a look at Cron. So by the way, with ears, you can kind of see right here, careful. It's right at angular support. See if it can hold. Again, today's just a messy day, guys. If you look at, again, the market, you know, look at this. This is a bunch of garbaccio. We'll look at it right over here. Look at, I mean, guys, this is where you got to be careful, right? That's why you'll see past couple days our watch list. We're not trying to put anything on for swing trades because this thing's got to choose a direction, man. You know, it's hovering. Actually, it's right below that 200 SMA right now, and right near the 50% retracement level. And just be, you know, again, we don't care what you believe politically. It doesn't matter, but just be aware of it, right? Be aware that the midterms are coming up, and I'm sure that it definitely affects everything, right? All that indecision. Yep, John Doe, Garbaccio. Is that a word or did I come up with that? Did somebody say that? I want to like take credit. Oh, it is a word? Carpaccio. Where was it? Where'd I hear that word from, Creed? Also, guys, too, another thing for those of you guys watching on YouTube and with our site, we also on our website over here have our so I'm talking in our day trade room right now, but we have our swing trade room over here, and then we also have our futures trade room where Rose is in there killing it on an everyday basis. So for those of you guys, I gotta log in. I'm not logged in. But basically, you'd log in over here and see Rose. She's killing it on an everyday basis. Melrod's in there in the swing trade room as well. We have lots of stuff coming for you guys on lots of good stuff for what was I gonna say? I'm distracted seeing myself. I don't like myself over there. It looks better. My obsessiveness doesn't like certain things, so I might have to just compromise and put myself down here at the bottom left of the screen. Let's see if I can make myself bigger. Maybe that's better. Let me see if that works. So yeah, guys, we have lots more coming for options and all that good stuff for you guys as well. So stay tuned. We're always trying to give back and help our members. Ken says, all we see is from the nose up. Yeah, I do. Whatever. You know what, guys? It is what it is, right? Hopefully my nose looks good. Oh, BTC? Oh, let me go look at that. Oh, yeah. Let me go see that. Let me trigger somebody this morning with piece of crap Bitcoin. Let's go take a look at that. Those charts. Oh, yeah. Bitcoin's going to the moon, right? Look at this. Look at this. What the hell is this? Look at this. Crazy looking. Ay. I'm sorry, guys. Some of you guys probably are losing a ton of money on Bitcoin, but this is why you don't listen to pumpers. Look at this. Descending triangle. Not looking good, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to laugh at your pain, but this is precisely why you don't listen to people. You got to know support resistance patterns. You have to know this stuff yourself. Hey, guys, if you're on Zoom, just ask your questions over in the trade room. Sorry, guys. I'm terrible at looking at multiple screens. It's just easier for me to look at the chat room. Let me pull up Pura. So there you go for you Bitcoin lovers. It's not looking good. Yay, there it goes, right up at that 19 cents. Okay, someone said, I shall keep the name nameless, but that somebody may be pumping it. So I wouldn't be surprised. Just be very careful with Pura is at all-time highs. So at all-time highs, it could pump or it could dump. But I mean, look at this piece of, you know what? I mean, stock pumpers. So keep an eye on ACBFF. You can see now, kind of has a hammer candle right here off the 5-minute. Some people are still asking questions on Zoom here. Guys, if you're listening on Zoom, post a question in the chat room, guys. You'll see right here, kind of a smaller 5-minute candle right over here. So you guys see this? So when it's kind of a flag pattern here. It's a little bit messy, although we could kind of just do this now. No, someone on YouTube, you said Zoom. Oh, sorry. Whoever had questions in Zoom, post them in the chat room. You guys can kind of see here. Sometimes your trend lines can't get perfect, but kind of can see right in here. So now you have this smaller green looking hammer right off the 9 EMA, right off VWAP. So now you have a smaller. Okay, some people are doing this on purpose, I think, today. So right here, as you guys can see, it went up, pulled back, bouncing off the 9 and VWAP. See if this can continue up. Smaller green looking candle. See if it can break out of that kind of that falling wedge, flaggish pattern. NBEV. Let me pull NBEV back up again. So NBEV is another one right here as well. You can see. So as Bob was saying earlier, just as we're again, 10:30 now, kind of slow down the charts a little bit. Get the patterns. You can see another one right here. Very similar. Kind of bigger flag pattern. You can see them kind of both going on here. All right, who's being a pain in the butt in Zoom right now? I think Zoom people are trying to trigger me right now. And out of spite, I'm not answering your questions. I told you, post in the chat room. So keep raising your hand. That's probably Creed busting my chops. All right, so you guys can kind of see here. And let me pull. Yeah. These ones are all over the place right now. So this is where you got to kind of decide, guys, when you're trading these. It's not you. Give me a break today, guys. I started off technological issues. Let's talk about Bali. You guys want to talk about Bali instead? Today might be a good day to talk about Bali because nothing's going on. And you guys are jerks today. Oh, you guys are funny. Trading on a beach. Creed, this is classic. Perfect. That's it. You win. I'm sure I triggered. So that probably triggered somebody right now. Somebody's probably pissed off and they're going to cancel this morning. Oh, man. Oh, man. Guys, I don't want to talk about stocks right now. It's a crappy day. Crappy day. We're going to talk about Bali in a second. These are the days, guys, right? So what are you going to do? When you got to look at this. Look at this garbaccio. What do you do with this? This is a bunch of garbage. So this is where you could try and scalp or don't trade. Right? And someone's a wise ass in Zoom this morning. You guys are making my day. I was cranky today, but this makes me laugh now. 3 participants are raising their hand. You guys. That's hilarious. Let's play a game right now. See how many people we can get to cancel today. That'd be good. Play a game. How many members we can get to cancel Bullish Bears membership? Let's go to TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor.com. So guys, it's October in Connecticut. It's starting to get cold. So I got to figure... Might be a good time to book a trip to Bali. Let's go back to this again, right? In Bali, Indonesia. When should we go, Creed? Should we go in January? December? I'll go mid-January. January is a depressing month in Connecticut. Very cold. We'll go from January 12th week. We'll go January 12th to January 19th. 1 room, 2 guests. So I'm going to take Creed with me. Me and Creed are going to go to Bali, right? January 1st to the 12th. And wow, some nice rooms here, guys. 131 bucks. Should we stay at the... We don't want to go the best value. We want to go traveler rank. Let's go to like 5 stars. Look at this. Unbelievable, guys. So I show you guys this, right? Some people are like probably going to... Why is this idiot showing Bali right now? It shows you guys, it's all fake illusion, guys. All this Bali crap that you guys see, it's a great looking place. But guys, you can go to Bali cheaper than you can stay in probably New York City, right? It's cheaper. Look at these places. Unbelievable. 153 a night. My apartment in Connecticut is more expensive than this. It's all an illusion. So what they do, guys, they make their money. They travel around. Super cheap to stay in a villa like this. Looks like paradise. And you guys won't see me posting shirtless selfie abs on Instagram because I am not motivated enough to do yoga and drink green smoothies. Unless somebody makes it for me. Maybe someday I can, you know. I don't know. That's it, guys. Lucian, you can check this as a traveler. John says, if you can survive in Connecticut, you can survive anywhere expensive state. Yeah, it is. I do like Connecticut. By the way, keep an eye on... you guys are funny today on Zoom. Oh, you live really in Glastonbury? Oh, I love Glastonbury. It's awesome. Glastonbury is a great town. Great food. Guys, I'd show you more stocks today, but this is it's ugly. Keep an eye on ears though. Let me pull up ears. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta blow my nose. Give me 1 moment. You know what? Oh, hold on. So look. So right here, keep an eye on ears. I was looking at. For those of you guys that are watching on YouTube, you're thinking I'm probably just laughing at myself. But if you look up on the screen here, the wise asses over on Zoom this morning keep raising their hand, but you can't see them on YouTube. So you're probably thinking I'm just laughing at myself. But some wise people on Zoom keep raising their hand to try to trigger me today. So you can see right here, ears holding angular support. And right here, kind of with ACBFF. This one's kind of holding as well. So you kind of have an angle or symmetrical triangle-ish to the downside. But we'll see if it can continue up. Heber says, from Tarifa, Spain, better than Bali? Really? Let's take a look. Oops, I don't know what that is. Hold on. Glastonbury's got amazing food. West Hartford as well. Let's take a look at Tarifa, Spain. Wow. That's gorgeous. I bet you Tarifa, Spain is much more expensive to stay at. Let's take a look. Tarifa. Same thing. Let's go the same weeks. Same week. Oh, wow. Dang. Is that cheap? Is that cheap? Holy cow. Yeah, Bora Bora is legit. If you're going to Bora Bora, you know that ain't fake. Dang, these hotels are cheap. Dan, look at this, man. We could go to $57 a night. Let's go to Spain, guys. Should we do a Bullish Bears roadshow from Spain? Dang. That's unbelievable. Arena says, yes, please do. You know what I do want to see, guys? Whatever. I don't care if you guys get ticked off right here. I want to see, just because, just for the hell of it, because I feel like it. Rent a Maserati. I want to rent a Maserati. I want to know what we got to do that, right? Rent. Oh, you can go on kayak. I've never been on kayak. So we can go from Hartford, maybe. Hartford, Connecticut. I want to rent a Maserati from... I want to get one this weekend. Get one for Friday. Let me pick one up Friday. And maybe we'll return it on Monday. Rent a Maserati. Select all. Let's see here, guys. That's a Chevy Spark. Where do you get the luxury? Here we go. SUV. BMW. Audi. I can rent the Beamer for $738. Not too bad. And you guys know where you'd rent the Maserati? Where do you go? I want to know now. Dream cars. Rent a Maserati. Oh, wonder if this is it. Squishy, that's funny. Rent a Maserati. Check availability and pricing. Ah, New York. I could do New York. Is there one in Connecticut? No. New York City Metro. Aha! Come on, please work. They're probably going to ask for my information, though. Pick it up on a Friday. Return on a Monday. I'm 25 plus. Continue. Watch. They're probably not going to tell me. American Muscle. Getting closer. Maserati. Right here. So I could probably get a Maserati right over in here. So here you go, guys. Look at this. Here we go. Got my answer. I can add on Sirius XM radio. And oh, love it. Heber, sweet. Perfect. So this is it, guys. So it looks like we can get it right over here. $986. Unbelievable. So I can get a Maserati, a BMW, Jaguar. So Maserati for about less than $1,000 for renting it for 3 days. So what we could do is kind of do a nice little photo shoot, right, in our Maseratis, and then head to the airport and go to Bali. And not bad for a few grand, right? So why'd I show you guys all that? Because that's how many of this stuff works, guys. Pretenders, right? Lots of pretenders, right? So maybe those people own their Maseratis, or maybe they rent them. But not so bad. You can cheap it. Really cheap. $1,000. All right, back to... Whoa. That's a lot of pop-ups. And ears is at the top of the channel. Watch for... You can see right here, guys. Look, I didn't change my trend lines. Right here. Right here. What is it doing? Rejecting right at the top of the trend line. And ACBFF is still kind of at the lower trend line. It's trading sideways. Yeah, it probably will be, Creed. Someday I'll get a vacation. It'll be nice. Oh, NBEV is breaking out. Let me go pull up NBEV. So as you guys can see right over in here with NBEV, didn't change my trend lines. You can see it broke out right over in here. You can see some support right over at 680. I'd keep an eye at $7 as well, but it's a bit overextended at the moment. So watch up next up for $7 resistance. I'm just trying to read some of your comments. Yeah, sports car in New York City would be the worst. All that money never get to open up. You know what? Very true. Guys, there was a... Why is my camera all blurry? That's weird. Oh, there we go. True story. So, I don't know, it was a few years ago. I don't know how long ago it was. I did make the stupid mistake. I was trying to trade in a car at the time. And at the time, this is going back, I don't know, maybe, what was it, 10 years ago? I loved the older Acura MDXs. Love those things. And I wanted to get an Acura MDX, a used one. Not a whole brand new one, guys. Right? So, thanks, Creed. So, I was in Connecticut, and I was looking at an Acura MDX, a used one. And then I saw that New York City and Long Island in particular had a bunch of them. So I was like, I'm the idiot that didn't know at the time, oh, let me go drive down the Long Island area and let me go look at some Acura MDXs, right? But you don't realize when you drive down to all those places, especially the ones in New York City, you buy all these really nice looking used cars or in general, and they're all scratched up. So I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, why would I buy this thing when there's scratches all over the place? Well, obviously that's what happens in New York City. You park anywhere on the side of the road or anywhere in the city and people scratch your cars all the time. So, needless to say, no offense to New York City, but I ain't ever buying a car down in New York City. And I didn't get the Acura MDX. I think I ended up with a Toyota Camry. That was when I was back in corporate America sales, driving door to door, knocking on the doors. So, Arena says parking $700 for a garage in New York City. Well, you could rent a Maserati for 2 or 3 days down there for the same price. He has a Ford Raptor. Yeah, tight space. That's it. Acuras are nice, man. I haven't seen the new MDXs, but back in the day, the older style, I don't know, it was maybe 10 years ago. Those Acura MDXs are pretty sweet back then. They got all weird looking. Dean. Guys, today's one of them days. I tried out my new comedy routine today. How was it? Need some work? Let me take a look at DAR. So as you guys can see, NBEV moved up, rejecting below $7. See if it'll hold and set up for a possible breakout above 7, but be careful now. Right here. Support right around that 679, 680 area. What do you mean, EMW? I'm not sure what you mean, but I think I know what you mean. Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you meant something else. The company shall remain nameless. Major telecommunications company. I can give you guys my, the door-to-door sales days. I tell you guys sometimes when I talk to you, I don't know that company. I was telling you, for those of you guys that know are in sales, right? They used to do the whole back in my day, right? Yeah, it was like maybe like 20 years ago. It was called an elevator pitch. But then I worked for a major telecom company that called it a wedge statement. So this company spends millions of dollars, right? Millions and millions of dollars to develop a whole sales program to basically take something that was called an elevator pitch and then call it a wedge statement instead, and then proceed to take grown men and women and then take them to adult daycare every day and basically teach adults to act like children because we don't know as salespeople how to introduce ourselves to customers. So my elevator pitch, I wonder, maybe I could do a wedge statement for you guys for the Bullish Bears. So what I'll do is I'll pretend that I'm selling you guys, right? There's a whole bunch of you guys on YouTube today. So I'll give you guys my wedge statement or my elevator pitch on why you should join the Bullish Bears. So I would say, if I ran into you, I'd say, hello, my name is Lucian Bouchard, and I am a co-owner of the Bullish Bears community. And then I would say, and your name is, and then we'll just say your name is Creed. So I'd be like, well, hello, Creed. And then I would say, Creed, what do you know about the Bullish Bears community? And Creed would probably say, I don't really know much about it. I know about nothing. Creed says nothing, right? So then I would say, well, I'm sure you've probably heard of our competitors like ABC Company, right? And you'd say, well, yeah, I'm actually with ABC Company. And then I would say to you, share with me a little bit about what you know or what you like, or share with me a little bit about your experiences with ABC Company. And then you tell me your positives and negative experiences. And then I would find out your pain point. Creed says they have nice support people and tech support. I would say, you know what? Excellent. Great to hear. Many of our other Bullish Bears community members have also had positive experiences with ABC Company. And then I would say, share with me a little bit about something you dislike about ABC Company. Give me something you dislike about your current company, Creed. They have high commissions. Hey, listen, Creed. I can appreciate that. Many of my other customers at the Bullish Bears community talked about having high commissions as well. Oh, wait, are you talking about a broker? You guys see this? This is painful, right? This is why I had to leave the corporate world. I went nuts. I don't know how the hell I made it for so long. I could never get out of my car. I'd stare out my windshield every day. Could not get out of my car, but I would somehow make it work. Had to thank email for that. Guys, what do we got here today? So careful, or keep an eye on, I don't know what you call this right here. Kind of a cup and handle-ish pattern right here on NBEV. You can see it broke out. Let me see right in here. So you can see now it might be forming a head and shoulders. Be careful right in here. But it could also flag as well. So keep an eye on it right here. So if it can hold above that 680s area, watch and see if it can break out with $7 resistance, but it's failing the 680 area now. And let me pull up ACB. Oh, actually, ACBFF is over here. I'm still keeping an eye. Oh, boy. Don't even... Creed says, have had a few people try to get me into MLM, and I'm just too honest of a person to run with the product. If I do not see value in it, I will not push the product. Oh, boy. Don't even get me on that. I was in 2 major MLM companies. 2 major ones. And I'll give you a hint. I went from selling soap to selling hope. All right? I was 18 selling soap. Ken knows. Nope, I did not sell Avon. I was selling soap. True story. Speaking of Long Island, so when I was 18-year-old kid selling soap, I would actually dress up and I'd put on a shirt and tie or suit and tie every day. Or not every day. It was that whole cold contacting thing. You guys remember that, right? So I'd have to go cold contacting. I'd put on my suit and tie, and then I would drive for 2 or 3 hours away from Ken says, right? I spent more on tapes and books than I made. Honestly, I have nothing but good to say about that company, because there probably wouldn't be any Bullish Bears without the company, which shall remain nameless, right? So I put on my suit and a tie, and I would actually drive to bookstores and to malls, and actually to BMW dealerships, Mercedes, and then walk through that dream building, right? Walk through the houses that were being built at night. In the middle of the night, you'd walk in there at like 1, 2 in the morning in the nice house and do the dream building and stuff like that. So I would go and do my whole elevator pitch. Say, go contact people in other states. And I still remember I would drive to Long Island at times and just be like, oh, yeah, I'm doing business in the area. People would be like, oh, what do you do? And I'd be like, I run my own business. And they'd say, oh, really? What kind of business exactly? And then I would say, oh, I help people set up their own home-based businesses. And then they would say, oh, really? Interesting. Tell me a little bit more about it. And then I would say, well, I really can't right now. I'm on the run. But, hey, if you just jot down your name and number, I'll give you a call. I'll be back here next week or so. What works best for you? I'll be in the area on Tuesday. Is 2 o'clock better for you or 6 o'clock? And you guys, you see, right? Ken, you know, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? It's ingrained in my memory. Oh, it's the worst. But, man, those people had heart. And careful, keep an eye on ACBFF here, right here. There's my trend line right here. You could be right, Lorraine. It's possible. And then I went to selling juice. There was some good juice, right? Same people that I was in that soap business with, they decided to move over to selling juice. And then I was selling some, no, not the steroids juice, but real juice. I was selling acai juice. I wonder if you guys all know that one. That one was hot. That was super huge for really a hot minute. All right. And Yeah, it was the acai juice. You had to drink it every day. And I drank the juice. And to be honest, I never felt any better. And then what happened was I blew out all my friends and family. Talked to all my friends and family. And then that's when I went to learn the internet. John says, my buddy went from selling acai juice to selling insurance. Now he makes $250,000 a year. Dang. So watching, so NBEV, by the way, and ACBFF, 2 pot stocks. So seeing right now if this will continue up, $7 resistance for an NBEV. Might be trying to break out, but it's a bit overextended. And ACBFF, keep an eye on this one. Maybe this might be forming an ascending triangle. Got to watch and see. But that's when I learned the internet and internet marketing. And then once I learned internet marketing and how to do basically everything you see with the Bullish Bears, then I learned penny stocks. And I was in corporate America. And I didn't know back when, true story, I was buying low and I didn't know I was selling high. Back right after they raised the rates, what was it, in 2016, beginning of 2016. I didn't know anything at the time about stocks, and I decided to go to Fidelity's tool. Went to Fidelity's penny stock tool and bought the cheapest, crappiest pot stock or penny stocks you'd ever find, and didn't know that I was buying low because obviously the market tanked at the beginning there, and I bought low and had a short little run for a few weeks that I sold high, made a bunch of money, and that's when I entered the penny stock world. And then from then on out, just started learning. I got lucky and didn't realize I got lucky, and then that scared me straight, and then started studying and doing the stock market and joined with Dan and Tim, and now you have the Bullish Bears, right? So that's the journey. So I say that all to you guys because super important. Super, super important. You could lose your life savings. I should have lost my life savings a couple times, 2 or 3 times. I did some really, really stupid stuff. And that's why when we created Bullish Bears, we're trying to help everybody with teaching you guys support and resistance. And then days like today when things get crappy and the market aren't good, then we try to make you laugh. And then, you know, some people don't probably like my comedy routine, and then some people might quit, right? So some people like it, some people quit. And there you have it. What you got, Creed? Give me a meme, buddy. But as you guys can see, if you guys been stuck around for a little while, you can see all these lines, right? These all these lines I've been showing you. If you're new to the market, support, resistance, trend lines, and these stocks obey support and resistance. It's all about support and resistance in patterns. But on days like today, where it gets really rough, you might only get a quick scalp, or you just don't trade, you know? When the market, especially the past few days, with it being all wacky, you got to be very, very careful. All right, guys, I'm going to start wrapping it up here. I got to rest up for my comedy routine later. Got a showing maybe in a couple hours again, so maybe I'll do another showing. So, but for those of you guys, in all seriousness, that are on YouTube, I don't do this every day. Sometimes I joke more than others. Dan is a super funny dude. Dan's definitely a little bit more serious than me at times, so if you don't like me, Dan does it a few times a week as well. So we tag team it up at the Bullish Bears. So if you guys are watching and you're not a member yet, I'll show you guys a few things over here. Right up here, we have our community on Facebook. We are rocking and rolling. We started with 40 people. with actual 40 people. It was called Tim's Stock Market Journey, for those of you guys that remember. I think Clint was an original member back then. So we were Tim's Stock Market Journey, and then we turned into the Bullish Bears, and now we have over 33,000 members. So if you haven't joined our community, you can come and join us. The link is below. You know, we keep all the spammers, the trolls, the garbage, all the crap, all the politics out. We don't give a crap what you like or dislike politically. We don't care what side of the aisle you're on. It doesn't matter to us. What matters is support and resistance in trading stocks, right? Your opinions don't matter. What matters are the facts, right? Support, resistance, patterns. So I say all that because if you haven't joined our community, we keep all that garbage out. Right? So we have awesome mods. Shout out to our mods in our community. So come and join us if you want to learn the stock market, not deal with all the garbage and the crap. You get a good place to really learn about the stock market. So you can come and join us. The links are below. Also, make sure you like and follow our fan page right over here. Again, we're the Bullish Bears. Great place to stay in touch with us and post lots of content over there. And plus, we have lots of funny memes. I got to give a shout out to Angel lately. She's been doing some really funny memes over here. So she may have caught the Creed and the Dan Bug. And you will see she does really funny memes. She's done some really awesome ones lately. We'll take a look and see which ones she's done here. Where the hell are they? This is a really good one. You guys remember this pen? People really like this one right over here. These colored pens, right? Today, 8-year-olds are asking for the latest iPhone. And when I was 8, I felt like I'd won the lottery if I had this pen. This pen is great. It actually, when I see that pen, it makes me want to go and get that pen again. So... Jack says, my 7-year-old daughter loves those pens. We did homework with one last night. They're great. They still make them. This is the truth, huh? Kids now complaining about waiting 5 seconds for Netflix to download. Meanwhile, we had to live through this. Ain't that the truth? Right? So if you guys want some humor, we do continue our humor each day. We try to have fun. And for whatever reason, my internet's slow right now. So my whole point being is, like and follow our fan page. We try to make you guys laugh and as well as teach you guys stocks. So we have our community, we have our fan page, and then over on our website, you'll see right up over here, you'll see we did find out it's about $1,000 for a few days to rent a Maserati. So for those of you guys that want to take some shirtless selfies or whatever and hop and sit in front of a Maserati or take some pictures for Instagram, it's pretty affordable. We found out today that something Spain, I forgot what it was, Tali, something Spain, or Tarifa, Spain, super cheap to go to, and it's gorgeous, as well as Bali, super cheap to go. So for those of you guys that are still hanging around, oh, I already answered that question earlier. So for those that are wondering how you join each day, we do our live streaming right here. So basically, for those that become members, you just log in over here, come up here each morning to live streaming. We post all our links in there. And you guys will see we have a day trade room, swing trade room, a futures room, lots of action going on there every single day. So you just log in over here, join whatever trade room. This is where we do all of our chatting. And then we do our live streaming right over in here where we have Zoom, which is live, and then YouTube. Oh, that Tidro says, what's the marketing budget look like? I really want to see a I always call ourselves Best Buy, BB, Bullish Bears. I want to see a Bullish Bears, not Best Buy baller commercial on YouTube. Honestly, you're welcome, Kathy. My dream would be to do a funny spoof video in Bali. Like, I'd actually probably get, like, I'm already out of shape, but I'm thinking like I would get even more out of shape and buy like super tight clothing. So I'd have like the beer gut on Bali right? Maybe be like super white, no tan. Maybe hire some Instagram models rocking Bullish Bears clothing, and get maybe some gaudy gold chains. I'm already losing my hair, but maybe I would, instead of shaving my head, I'd probably just grow it out so I get the patches of hair on the top of my head. And then get stacks of cash, but really it would just be stacks of $1 bills, and I put like $100 at the top of each. So maybe I got like $2,000 there, but you think I got about 50, and then put some really good EDM music to it. We get somebody doing some really good EDM, some dubstep, put it on there. Do a little slow-mo action. It'd be awesome. So that'd be pretty cool, guys. And then that thing could go viral. We might never have to do Bullish Bears ever again, right? Get millions of followers making spoof videos for Bali. So that's what we got for the trade rooms here. We also do watch lists and trade alerts every day. Guys, Jack says you need to have an exotic animal as a pet as well. Yeah, probably a pet iguana. Maybe a monkey. Yes, I would like to have a monkey. And as you guys will see right here, sorry, our trade alerts every week, we rock and roll on our trade alerts. You'll see right down here. So this is actually kind of a slower week for us, and we still did week ending 10-5, 87%. So our trade alerts go off like crazy every single week. So again, you can take a look at our trade alerts results under categories, under trade alerts results here. And we're always rocking on our trade alerts. So we have watch lists, trade alerts, trade rooms, and we have thousands of dollars worth of courses. You do have to be a member to get access to all of our courses. So we give you a teaser with a couple videos in here. And then once you're a member, you just log in here and then just click on the course and you'll see all the videos here. And again, we do live streaming every day. We share our trade ideas link every single day. So it's a trade ideas, like kind of like a try it before you buy it. It's our favorite scanner. So use ours while you're getting started. And then when you have the budget, purchase your own copy. So we give lots of value, obviously, as you guys can see here. And if you just click right up here to subscribe, you'll see right down here. We are only $49 a month or $300 for the year. $300 for the year is basically the cost of many other trading companies for 1 month, maybe 1 to 2 months. $49 is very, very inexpensive for all that we have to offer, and we have lots more coming for you guys. Creed, that's amazing. Epic. Oh my God, the Bullish Bears are going to Bali. Angel, if you're watching, you should save that meme and put it. Definitely, Angel, if you're listening. I might have to. Hold on, I'm going to have to save this thing. I'm going to have to save that one. That was epic, Creed. Where is it? Bali. That's epic. So, Angel, that's your task. Post that to Instagram, please. And all that said, guys, Creed says, I make money and people laugh. It's what I do. That is very true. All right, guys. So for those of you guys on YouTube today, you guys got a treat with it being live. We do not do this every day live for all of you guys. We do it for members. So some of you guys may have found this a treat, and then some of you guys may have thought I was obnoxious. For those of you guys that thought I was obnoxious, there are plenty of other trading companies out there, or you could come in tomorrow and watch Dan. And for those of you who liked it, then hopefully you liked it. Tidra says, look at Lucian trying to get the new members to replace the ones he lost today. Exactly. Honestly, guys, if somebody's going to quit, they quit, right? It's the nature of the beast. You got to have a tough skin to trade the stock market. If you can't take a little joking once in a while, then maybe you're a little bit too serious and got to look in the mirror, right? All right, guys, you have a wonderful rest of your day today. Stay safe trading out there because it is kind of nasty looking. So be careful, and we will see you guys all later. Enjoy.